So let's discuss this in its entirety so people know the real story of why I went viral and became whatever social media app famous temporarily or whatever. So, after that video that I posted that same night, I had made some playful vines of me lip syncing different songs, and I would embody the feeling of the song and just lip sync it and being silly. And it was something I did with my co-RAs at that time when I was living at Slow here at Howard. And it was always it was nothing but pure fun and playfulness. So what wound up happening is, I guess one night while I was asleep, someone seen the Vine and recognized me from Howard, and then made me go viral and was on Twitter, and I was trending, and they made it like hashtag find the he bitch is what they called it. And they were on a constant search to find me, to tag me, to mention me. And so I woke up out of my spirit, because I don't know why, I just woke up out of my spirit at like 2 in the morning to over 1,000 messages on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Vine, text messages and phone calls and group me. Like, I was everywhere, and everybody had an opinion, everybody had something to say. And so it went from, people were not people. I think some people found the amusement in the post, but then they started to take it to the point where they got really disrespectful, and then it was like they started saying things, hurtful things at that. And I was like, okay, we're getting a little bit too old to be cyberbullying. Especially, I was like, because this was a Howard student that found me and that made me go viral. It's like, we're a little bit too old to be cyberbullying. Don't get me wrong. If it made you laugh, say it made you laugh. Say this was funny. This is silly. You're crazy. Say, but there's a line. That's a whole nother ballgame from saying find the he bitch and this, that, and the third. I had even people of my own community, the LGBT community, that were bashing me, saying hateful and hurtful things, concerned about trying to figure out if I was a man or a woman, and talking about my teeth or whatever, and having so much to say about it. And it was very hurtful. I had received death threats from people. It was really scary. And it got to the point that every time I would leave to go out of my dorm, somebody recognized me, and either they were trying to be funny and crack jokes, or they were trying to harm me. And I couldn't, for 2 weeks, I couldn't leave. And I was so grateful that it was coming to the end of the semester, because I wouldn't have to face being up on campus and walking and seeing people and dealing with the faces and the eyes and all of that. And what killed me was, me coming to Howard, I don't jump around yelling, I'm trans, I'm this, I'm that, I just live, I do me, and I go on about my day. Like, I'm very, quote unquote, blended, if anything. And I chill. Like, I be about my business and what I'm here to do and handle. And so I lost all of that because of this video and because of people, putting it out there. So I wasn't able to kind of get back. It was like, now everybody knows who I am and what I do and all this other stuff. So in turn, I talked to people, friends, and they told me to, try to redeem off of it, try to, get some power, some momentum, all that other stuff. So I went ahead and I came out with another Vine saying, if you want to see how I look every day, here's my Instagram. If you want to know my story, here's my YouTube. And so hence why that YouTube video started to get really popular. And by the end of that week, the Vine itself made Worldstar, and I think it was like 56 or something, and it was like, who told her this was okay? It was like, it was so funny. I was like, but reading through a lot of the comments, either you was hating, you was loving, or you was trying to have sex with me. So it was just like whatever, and it was funny. After a while, I got over it. It was hard for a second. I got over it, because then I would go to places and people would recognize me and want to say hi, or just like, oh my God, I can't believe it's you. And then there were people that were new freshmen coming into Howard that was like so excited to meet me and know who I was and all that. I was like so inspired by my story and all of that. And so that kind of just cracked open the doors for a lot of different things that started to happen. But I was very appreciative. I showed love back. A lot of people that said hurtful things or were hateful saw the YouTube and went back and apologized to me and started fighting for me. And so I ended up generating a really strong love and and fan base of people. And it turned out working better than I realized. If you see my Vine, I'm telling you a lot of stuff that was going on in the midst. I did a phenomenal production called hashtag Behind the Mask that I had to star in, and sold out both opening nights, and got amazing reviews. Did really well. Told you about what I'm doing musically. I got awarded the Marvin E. Young Award from Us Helping Us, and that was an extreme honor to receive, for a lot of the volunteer work I do with addressing the problem of HIV and AIDS in the African American community. I got to work and meet with a lot of different people. I got to, I don't know, I got to really grow. It was a little hurtful because it's like I didn't want to get attention for doing something. I didn't think I was Worldstarhiphop worthy. It wasn't that serious to me. I was like, so I didn't think I was worth it. It's like I wanted to, be known for doing something groundbreaking or, life-changing, to give people a reason to talk, not some silly mess that didn't mean anything to begin with. So it's okay. Things happen for a reason. So then I just kind of kept it moving. I still I had a lot of trouble still finding a job, because whether it was even for certain organizations that were gay, because of how I identified and how I looked, I was kind of slightly against, like I was supporting of what they did, but because of how I looked, I was against what their agenda was and what they're supposed to do, and they don't want to lose people, and it's a little bit contradicting. We're supposed to be about love and equality and helping each other out, but it was only supposed to be for a certain demographic, and I technically wasn't a part of that demographic, especially the more I started identifying as being trans. Now, granted, as you all know, I'm not still all that for being called trans. I just like to be called human and leave it at that. I was like, I don't like to be boxed in. I don't like to be a part of anybody's whatever. Just do you and love doing you. I'm gonna do me and love doing me. I hope things change to get better, but sorry, I had a moment of lapse. There was a message that came down. Oh, we're at 7 minutes and 36 seconds. So that's the Worldstarhiphop situation, why that happened and how that happened. And now I can go on about school. Next video.